How's it going, guys? Today I'm bringing you an NHL 19 franchise mode video where I'll be doing a fantasy draft challenge. So for this one, the idea I had was basically we have to pick a player from every single NHL team. Now, obviously, we only need actually 20 players to fill out the roster, so we basically just can't have two players from the same team is kind of the rule. I was going to do a franchise mode video today, or actually even sooner, but with the patch ready trade and also to the game officially releasing on Friday, I'm thinking there might be a new roster update coming, so I kind of want to wait for that. So if any of you guys are wondering where that is, should be coming shortly. Obviously for this fantasy draft, doesn't matter what team we are, so I'll just be the Red Wings here. Overalls also don't matter. I am curious to see kind of where everyone goes with the new ratings potentials. McDavid will most likely be first overall still, but see kind of how the top 10 shakes out. So no owner mode for this, basically just going to see how good our fantasy draft team is. We'll keep the salary cap on. It'll basically only affect trades though, it doesn't affect the draft. Fog of War is not going to matter, just a 1-year sim. So morale will be off, computer trades on, assistant coach edit lines is on. I noticed they actually took waivers out from like the squares there, but it's still in, so I'll make sure to keep that on. Make it all the most authentic settings as well. So you have game style here set to full sim, injuries off, period length 20 minutes. Franchise mode length, I'll put it down to 5 years. I'm not sure if it affects kind of the computer's mentality. If they know it's only a 5-year sim opposed to 25, we'll see. Superstar there, CPU trades are on, draft pick ownership. I guess it's a fancy draft, so we'll just do classic. Salary cap on, trade difficulty is hard. I'm not sure if I'll actually make any trades here, but just in case. Waivers is on as well. All the Fog of War stuff is going to be off for this. I'm still not sure kind of what I'm going to have on and off as well for my franchise series. I feel like for sure I'll have like the potential hidden, as that makes it more realistic, but I think I might keep overall on, as you kind of know around what everyone should be rated in real life, just based on stats, how much they're getting paid, everything else. So knowing that, I guess, I don't think it's too big of a deal. But we're going to jump into the fantasy draft now. Again, only rule here, we can't take two players from the same team. I don't know if it's going to make it that hard. It was just kind of an idea I had. So we got pick number 29. Definitely not where I wanted to draft. I usually like taking like a top 5 player and then waiting, but we'll get two really good players back to back opposed to kind of one of the best in the league and then a solid guy in the second round. So we'll see how this works out. Carey Price. What the heck? Carey Price went at 27. He's usually a top 10 pick. Pastrnak just got taken. Draisaitl, Gaudreau. I am so surprised by Price. Carlson, not going to pick 23. Carlson is a little underrated in this game, I feel, though, at 90. Carlson still used to be like a top 10 pick. Werenski there and Jones, both first round picks, 2021. They're like mid-high 80s with potential. So it looks like the computer's definitely more focused on kind of good players on good contracts with high potential. Like Jones has a good contract, Werenski's on a rookie deal, same with McAvoy, rather than just the highest rated player. Looking at the draft so far, I feel like the AI in franchise mode has definitely gotten smarter. Holtby though and Bobrovsky both picked before Price. I know Price is overpaid, but Bobrovsky's a UFA after this year, so that's a bit questionable. Malkin there, Eichel, McKinnon, Kane, Ovechkin just inside the top 10, Stamkos, Kucherov at 7. Kucherov at number 7 is really interesting. He was getting picked like second overall in NHL 18 fantasy drafts, at least like after all those upgrades throughout the season. Doughty, Hedman, Matthews makes sense, Laine, Crosby, and McDavid. Okay, so yeah, the best player in the world, tied for best player in the world. Laine and Matthews both inside the top 5. That's pretty insane. I think, again, it has to do with their rookie deals. Laine is an Oilers, pretty interesting as well. And then Hedman there, getting taken above Doughty, who's, like, this is very interesting. I'm glad I did a fantasy draft. Honestly, I would not have expected this. The fact, too, we were, like, 2 picks away from Carey Price is pretty crazy. So, John Tavares, we could take right off the bat. Matthews is already gone, so probably aren't going to take another Leaf. Jamie Benn, I think Sagan was already gone. Again, for salary cap, it doesn't matter during the draft. It only matters for trades. Kopitar, Bergeron. I mean, we want a 90 overall player. I don't think there's a 90 goalie left. Could be wrong. Okay, Rask. Vasilevsky, he would be a good second round pick because he could grow. Oh, even just Rask, though. Like, it's 1 year. Might as well go for the 90. Vasilevsky, though, I'm surprised. Like, that'd be a guy, 80 overall at his age. Same with Matt Murray. I'd be taking them first 3 rounds. I feel, though, here, I don't know, Tavares. Bergeron gives us that 2-way potential there, exact elite. I thought it was lower than that. I thought it was like, yeah, it's top 6. I'm not sure why it's showing exact elite. Or maybe he's an elite player, but his potential is top 6. I'm not exactly sure. John Tavares. Honestly, though, Bergeron, he gives us like 95 faceoffs, amazing defensive stats. I feel like you can just easily build a team around him. So we'll go Bergeron here at the first pick. Also, too, we basically get back-to-backs, so we could still get Tavares. Him and Tavares, a 1-2 punch. That would be insane. So just quickly here, I want to see who the last couple picks were. Petrangelo and Kuznetsov, and then Hischier and Scheifele. So we could take Tavares. Oh my gosh. Or Jamie Benn. Kopitar. We could take the two best, arguably the two best, like, two-way centers in the game. I don't know how anyone matches up with that. Tavares, though, a bit more scoring. Jamie Benn's a winger. I don't know, though. I feel, just for fun, do we take Bergeron and Kopitar? Like I said, I feel like, in my opinion, the two best two-way centers in the game. I think we're going to do it. I know I was high on Tavares, but I feel like this is... You're never going to have those two on your same team. So let's try this out, kind of see what happens. So Boston, LA, no longer we can have a player from. Martin Jones just went. I feel like I probably do have to go goalie or defense here. Buffalo would be a nice add. Same with Shea Weber. I'll take a quick look here at the goalies. Pecorine, 88. Okay. Lundqvist, Crawford. Probably can wait. We're going to have back-to-backs here, I believe. So defense looks to be going quicker. McDonough. Ghost even. Ghost could grow. Or do we want the goalie? Let's see. They're kind of all old. And you have Fleury's 87. Okay, now we're going to go defense here. I feel Bufflin, he just gives us a lot. He's kind of bigger. Shea Weber's not too bad, too. Plus, injury problems don't matter. McDonough's got, we know, high elite from looking at it. Ghost, though, like, offense machine. I'm thinking, plus Scheifele's already gone. I don't really know who we take from Winnipeg, so let's go Bufflin here. I feel like our team is just going to be, I don't know, we're huge. Like, Kopitar is huge as well. We'll see, I guess, what's available with this next pick. I'm thinking it's either another defenseman or a goalie. Shea Weber's still there. Ghost is still there as well. Goalies here, all three. Do we wait? I feel like Lundqvist could slip because he's so old. So maybe it's smart to wait. We have Weber, we have Ghost. I think Ghost easily grows. He's medium elite. He easily grows to an 87. And he provides a lot of offense. I feel like we go Ghost, especially Bufflin's right-handed. So we already have a righty in him. We'll go Ghost here. Hopefully this is the right move. Trying to remember, too, all the teams we've drafted from. Definitely don't want to mess that up. Alright, guys, so our next pick here is in the 5th round. Definitely going to check the goalies again. Like, I don't want to wait too long on that. Duncan Keith, Kovalchuk. We actually can't take Kovalchuk because we took Kopitar. Goalies here. Lundqvist and Rene are still there. And, of course, we get back-to-back picks. So I think I wait because there's 2 of them available. Teravainen would be a nice add. And, like, who else are we going to take from Carolina? Josh Bailey's not too bad. Kovalchuk's expensive. I don't think it matters unless they added a thing where, like, in the fantasy draft you actually can't go over the salary cap, because that wasn't a thing in 18. If that's a thing in 19, that would just completely mess up my strategy. I think I go Teravainen, though. Duncan Keith, like, we already have our top pair D. We need a solid first-line winger, so we'll go Teravainen. He's young, too. Playing with Bergeron or Kopitar. Should be able to grow. So next year, we're definitely taking one of the goalies. I don't, like, they might get drafted even later. I just don't want to risk it. We need a goalie. Let's see here. So they're both still there. Both 88. Rene, though, is a year younger and slightly cheaper, so I'll go Pekka Rene there. I feel like that's a solid pick, even if it is a little early for him. Now in the 7th round here, Riley Smith just got taken after Duncan Keith slipped all the way to the 7th round. Plus, I just noticed, too, Keith's an 86. That seems so low. Chara we can't take. We have Bergeron. That kind of sucks, because Chara's so old. Like, we probably could have got him very, very late. JVR, Thornton. I'm wondering here, Cam Atkinson. That'd be a nice add to kind of fill out the first line of forwards. Most of the good Carolina players are also already gone. Zetterberg will probably actually be able to get him even later. So again, I don't know if the salary cap's a thing or not. If it is, Gallagher is a pretty solid add. Weber's gone, Price is gone. We don't really want another Montreal player, probably other than him. It's either him or Atkinson. Gallagher, though, is a 26. We actually can continue to grow. So I'm going to go Gallagher here. And do we have back-to-back picks? Yeah, we do. That was 7. We always have, like, a back-to-back is the even. So I'm going to try and add probably Atkinson here. I feel like with Bufflin and Ghost, like, we really don't need too much after that. Let's see. Atkinson might have actually gotten drafted. Or no. Oh, yeah, he did. Okay. Hoffman, though, 84. Lee. Is anyone still potential? They're pretty old. Palat's 27, so I mean, he's young enough. Then you're going down to 83s. We definitely want to kind of keep the highest rated players we can. Patrick Hornqvist. Perron, 30 years old, 84 overall. I like Palat, though. He's younger, 27. Again, the highest guy there is Chara. We can't take. Palat, most of the good Tampa players are gone as well, so let's go with him. So we're now into pick number 9. One thing I just realized, too, I'm wondering where Dahlin got taken, or if he even got taken. Because he's 82 overall, but he's got crazy potential. Yeah, so he's not here anymore. I'm just curious, like, I would probably take him if I was doing, like, a full-length franchise mode on a fantasy draft. Second round, maybe even, honestly, first round. Although, we've seen the first round. He didn't go in the first, but I would take him in the second. Especially if you have, like, a late second, he's still there. You get, like, him and McDavid. You're just set for the entire, like, franchise after that. Nyquist here wouldn't be too bad. Actually, there's still 384s there, centers. And all three of these guys we could take. Zetterberg, Koivu, and Thornton. Koivu's the youngest, though. Be a really solid third-line center for us. I feel like Mikko Koivu is not a bad ad, so let's go with him. So now in round number 10, after this pick, we're halfway done. Probably should try and get a D-man, but it's like all forwards here. Bomeister, okay, Goligoski, Vatanen. We haven't taken a Devil yet, or a Coyote, or a Blue, I don't think. So yeah, we could take all these guys. Vatanen definitely gives us an offensive option. I feel like forwards will be available longer, so we'll go with Vatanen there, just to give us like a decent top 3. Hopefully it can get at least someone that's still 80 plus to fill up the top 4. We'll kind of see what's there. Mike Green just got taken, so yeah, it looks like maybe teams are reaching on D-men. Kessler there. I mean, we could move one of these guys to the wing. Like, we don't have to have them all play center. Haven't taken an Anaheim Duck yet. We haven't taken a Sharky, though, either. Same with a Red Wing. Could put Zetterberg on the wing easily. Like, is there 84s? Tatar. I feel like we go Zetterberg and maybe make him a winger. Just kind of has the best value there for us. So next pick here, guys. Joe Thornton's still available. I feel like I'm going to try and wait on him. Ryan Kessler as well. Like, so many good centers. I feel like we just kind of take what's available. I mean, he's actually got really good face-offs, though. 85. So maybe Mikko Koivu goes out to the wing as well. Maybe I shouldn't have taken 2 centers so early. I'm not sure. Edler, Sekera, we haven't taken a Canuck or an Oiler yet, so those are both options for sure. Both left-handed as well, so that actually fit nicely as Vatanen's right. Thornton's 39, he'll be there, I think, at least for a bit longer. Kessler, probably because of the contract, teams are going to wait on him. Edler, I feel like Edler might be slightly better than Sekera, so I'm going to take Edler here. I don't know, it might not be the best pick, but, I mean, there's also no really good Canucks, like Besser and Horvat are gone, so it should just make the draft easier going forward. Anthony Duclair there in the 13th, that's kind of surprising. Kessler did get taken, okay. Parise we can't take. Boychuk, Seabrook, Eriksson, Lucic, okay. Marlowe we could take, though. We don't have our Toronto Maple Leaf yet. I think we go Patrick Marlowe. I feel like that's probably the best value. Especially considering what we can and can't take right now. So now in the 14th round, I'm wondering if I should start to worry about a backup goalie. There's still a bunch of 80s there, so we're probably okay. As long as we get someone that's 80 plus, I feel like Rene can kind of carry the weight for the rest of the season. So the first 3 guys we can't take. Lucic we could. Salary cap doesn't really matter to us, unless right now it's going to say I can't take him because it'd be over the cap. I kind of want to try and see if that's a thing this year. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. So still in the fantasy draft, you can go over the salary cap. It'll adjust it. I don't know if that's cheating or not, but I mean, it's fantasy, so it's like whatever. So 15th round now. Can no longer take an Oiler. Let's see. Can't take a Red Wing either in Cronwall. Could take a center in Bobby Ryan. I kind of would like a D-man, though. Stone is younger, so he's not going to get bad. Daly, we can't take, actually. Stone is on the Flames. I don't think we've taken a Calgary Flame yet, so let's get Stone here. Be our 5th defenseman. Alright, guys. 15th round. Looks to be just low 80 forwards. I'm going to check the goalies once more. Ryan Miller's still there. I feel like I'm taking him. Or actually, I can't take him, can we? Because we have... no, we never took Ryan Kessler, so... And Vatanen's on New Jersey now, so we can take him. He's on Anaheim. I feel like that gives us a really good backup, and hopefully that's kind of like a difference maker. The next pick, I think, what do we have? We have 5 defensemen. We still need a couple more forwards, though, so you probably go forward here, I assume. Nicholas Cronwall we can't take. Vegas, we could take Englund. Hansy we can't. Schlemko, did we ever take a Shark? We never did. So or no, Schlemko's on Montreal, so we can't take him. Alsner, we also couldn't take. Never took a Penguin, so we could take Jack Johnson. That would fill out the D pretty well. Plus, I think we'd have 3 lefties and 3 righties that way. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Jack Johnson, make sure we have a solid top 6 there in front of Rene. Should be able to fill out the rest of the forwards easily. We just need 3 more here. Team, honestly, like, it's going to be a very, very good depth team. We have, like I said, our penalty kill, you have Kopitar on one, Bergeron on the other. I don't know how anyone matches that. So honestly, right here, I think I'm going to take Bobby Ryan. Again, we're kind of taking advantage of the whole no salary cap during the draft thing, but we don't have an Ottawa player yet. And actually, like, most of the other guys are on teams we've already taken players from, so kind of the only option. And moving on to round 19 now, I just noticed Joe Velino got taken. Kamenev got taken before Joe Velino. That's kind of crazy. So Brown we couldn't take either. We already have Kopitar. We already have 6D, so we just need 2 forwards. Eves is on the Ducks. We can't do that. Kunitz is on Tampa Bay now. We took Palat. We're actually going to have to go pretty low. Pominville's on Buffalo. I don't think we have a Sabre. We don't have a Buffalo Sabre, so Pominville might be the ad. Islanders we also don't have, so we do Andrew Ladd. I feel Jason Pominville, though I prefer, so let's do that. I want to have like an 80 plus team across the board. It's going to be close here, though. Basically, it's going to depend on who's available and whether or not they're on a team that we've already drafted from. This would be about like 2/3 of the teams are not available to us. So yeah, Lewis we can't do. Same with Brown and Vanek. Filppula doesn't work either. Eves, Kunitz, Helm, Ladd. So we can do Ladd. And this will actually make it so it's 80 plus across the board. So this team should be pretty good now. Andrew Ladd is our worst player. And I feel like if he's the worst player on the team, that's not too bad. So right there, guys, look at the complete draft. After Ladd, they decided to go with Heed. So hopefully this team can win us the Stanley Cup. I don't think I'm going to make any trades or anything like that. We're just going to run with it. Hope for the best. Again, I think it's just like a very good depth team. Like, we're going to have a solid power play. We're going to have a very good penalty kill. We have solid goaltending. Like, we're a solid team, no holes. Hopefully that's enough to at least, have a good regular season. Obviously in the playoffs in years past, anything can happen. We'll see kind of how the playoff sim is this year, assuming, of course, we make it. And as you can see right there, we do have the champion team status, so looking good. All right, guys, so here's a look at the lines we're rolling with this season. I was thinking about moving one of the centermen to the wing, but I decided instead, let's just have the best center depth ever seen in the NHL. No one can match up with us. So, Teravainen, Kopitar, and Palat's the first line. Pretty solid, I'd say. Gallagher, Bergeron, and Marleau there is the second. Lucic, Koivu, and Ryan's the third. 2 of the worst contracts in the NHL there on Koivu's wing. And then we have Pominville, Zetterberg, and Loud in the fourth. So we actually have like 4 of the worst contracts there in our bottom 6 on the wings. Zetterberg, fourth line. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's considered a second line center. Hopefully he doesn't lose too much overall. He's kind of like Steve Yzerman back then of his career when they were playing him like 3rd, 4th line center. Speaking of which, I'm hoping he's coming home. But the forward group there, obviously, like insane amount of depth. Defense here too. You got Ghost and Bufflin, Vatanen, Edler, and then Johnson and Stone. I like the fact too, all 3 on the right are right-handed, all 3 on the left are left-handed. In goal, of course, we have Rene and Miller. Quick look too, I guess, at the special teams. I'll show you guys the power play there. They've actually got Bergeron, first power play unit, Kopitar, Teravainen, Bufflin, Ghost. I'm actually going to switch that, so they're offhand. Looks like they actually did it, though, on the second pair. That looks really good. We'll do the same thing there with the Gallagher Palat. So it's going to be tough for teams to match on that. I want to check the penalty kill, make sure. So they have Koivu on the one, Kopitar on the other. Bergeron's on the wing. That's really stupid. Bergeron's got 95 faceoffs. Koivu's 85. Kopitar there, 82. I'll start the sim here, see what happens. I'm excited here. Maybe we can get a Stanley Cup in our first ever franchise sim for NHL 19. Alright, guys, so just sim to the trade deadline. As you can see there, team's doing pretty good. 34, 27, and 2, so 70 points at the deadline. I mean, can't complain. I did have a rough patch here. We had a 6-game losing streak, so if it wasn't for that, we'd be doing even better. And then before that, actually, back in like December, we were around 500, I think 17-17, but playing like better after that, so hopefully can keep it going here. Currently 4th place in the division. We have a wild card spot. We're tied with Tampa, 1 back of Boston. Kopitar there leading in scoring, 57 and 63. So right now it's all looking pretty good. Hopefully there's no more big losing streaks, and we can make it to the playoffs. And we're now at the end of the season here. Finished the record of 47, 32, and 3. So actually a lot better than I expected. Pretty much mostly wins there for the last month and a half after the deadline. So what is that? 94, 97 points, I think. I might be wrong. That might be more than that. I'm not sure. That was really quick math. No, 97, second place in the division. Kopitar there, 69 points. Nice. 82 games. Of course, we'll check and see how everyone else did. I'm thinking like Zetterberg maybe went down overall, play on the fourth line. So Kopitar here does have 69. The one thing I don't like, you no longer can see the overall like right here. You actually have to like click, but whatever. Bergeron 68, actually one behind him on the second line. That's really good. Teravainen 66, he did not grow at all. Gallagher 55, also didn't grow. Palat 54, Zetterberg 42 as a fourth line center, and he still kept his overall. That's insane. He actually had more than Koivu on the third. He is on the power play, the second unit, so maybe that's why. Ghost 38, Bufflin 34. So looks like the whole team contributed pretty evenly. So I'm happy with that. Also, first thing I noticed too is that like scoring still isn't that high. It seems in franchise mode. Although we are using full send, which is the most realistic, but in real life, like McDavid had 108. We'll see. Oh no, okay, pretty close. Malkin 106. So it was just our team. It wasn't much of a scoring team. McDavid 103. So it is pretty realistic. Ovechkin there. Kessel. Ehlers, what he grow to? 86. I don't think he's that right off the bat. Line 89. Eberle, just right in there with Malkin on the shotgun. Okay, Sagan, Kucherov. So we'll see who we play in the playoffs. Hopefully it's not a first round exit. That would be absolutely terrible. Also, we'll check out what that team's looking like. Obviously, with the fantasy draft, who knows? So look at this, guys. First round of the playoffs, we're up against the Ottawa Senators. I don't think they'll be making the playoffs in real life this year, unless somehow there is a fantasy draft. They have Ovechkin on the team, so yeah, that's definitely not happening. We'll take a look here, though, at their lines. Curious to see who they have aside from, obviously, Ovechkin. It's making it a lot tougher, though, to beat them. You have the greatest goal scorer of all time. They got O'Reilly there in the middle, Phil Kessel, Ovi and Kessel. That's so much firepower on the first line. Zuccarello, Duchesne still on the team. Fast. Killorn there, Hala, Chiasson, Lehkonen, Shore, Sunkfist. Okay, so our forward group's better, although they do have Ovechkin and Kessel. Niskanen, Burns, Hamnick, Petrie, Depre, Emelin. Who's their goalie? Luongo, Stalock. Okay, so our goalies are better. Honestly, I think our team's better throughout. Like, I just think we have the better team. Even, like, O'Reilly's their first-line center. So our two centers are better than their first line. Like, even he's 86. Our third and fourth line centers are pretty equal with their first two. So honestly, we should be able to beat the Senators here. Again, in a franchise sim, anything can happen in the playoffs. With the ratings there. Tied offense. They have two higher defense. I guess because Burns is so high, our goaltending is way better. So I guess, I don't know how they calculated it. To me, our team looked a lot better. But we'll just sim through here, see what happens. Okay, so we'll lose the first one at home. We lose both in Detroit. Are you kidding me? No way. Come on. We get swept in the first round by the Senators. Oh my god, that's just classic franchise sim. Like, you guys can tell me. I thought our team looked a lot better. I can't believe we got swept. So look at this, guys. The playoffs have ended. New Jersey Devils are the Stanley Cup champs. The Marlies, they're the Calder Cup champs. That's actually pretty funny. So they're winning back-to-back years. We'll see they won the draft lottery. We'll also take a look at the awards. I'm going to also try and check out the Devils team if I can. I should be able to on the contract screen. Buffalo there, back-to-back lottery winners. Okay. I'm going to go to view draft class. So I didn't scout it all this year. I'm wondering like how the draft looks. So they have this Zubov guy is first. Emerson, Krebs makes sense. Kako makes sense. Byram, Dodge. So these two guys at the top must be like computer created. So I'm wondering if they're any good. Cousins is also there. So it looks like you go by Central Scouting. Ryan Suzuki. They find you like most of the good players. It's probably just going to be higher to like find a diamond in the rough. Gem/bust. Hindi here is a gem apparently. Rank 138, so that'd be 3, 6, 9, 12. You can get him in like the 5th round, even reaching him on the 4th round. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I definitely am excited to get a franchise mode going again. I think there's a roster update coming. Even if there's not, I still have to add in all of like the American players and stuff. So you guys can stay tuned for that. Trust me, it's coming here. I don't want to do that if there is a roster update because I'd have to redo it. So awards, Zetterberg there is actually leading playoff scorer for us. Let's take a look here. So Stanley Cup there, New Jersey. How do we... Okay, President Anaheim. It actually shows the trophy now. That's kind of cool. I totally forgot about that. Malkin there with the Art Ross. McDavid, the Hart. Let's see here. James Norris, Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Lady Bing to Kessel. I love that. Calder, Colin White. Wheeler there. Got the Conn Smythe. Vesden with the Holtby. Howard, the William M. Jennings. That's surprising. Did he... Okay, by himself, too. I thought maybe like it was him and another guy. Bill Masterson, Chara. Selke to Stahl. McDavid, Ted Lindsay. And Malkin with the Maurice Richard as well. Okay, geez. So, Malkin had a really good year. We knew that. Playoff tree. Look at this quick, too. So, the Devils beat the Columbus Blue Jackets there in 5. Carolina in 7. The Senators there beat the Bruins after us. Then they got swept by the Devils, who then swept the Winnipeg Jets. Jeez, so they had the toughest series for them was second round against Carolina. Then they went back-to-back sweeps. 8-0 in the conference final and the Stanley Cup final. Winnipeg, Blues, Dallas, Canucks. Also, I wonder if that's ever happened. Back-to-back, like both conference finals were sweeps and the Cup final was a sweep as well. So I want to take a look quickly, see what that Devils team looks like. Apparently they're amazing. Again, I think it's just unlucky. Like, how did we get swept by that Senators team? No idea. So let's see here. We know they have Blake Wheeler. Nathan McKinnon as well. Jeez, okay. Tyson Barrie, Parayko, Joe Thornton, Henrique. I mean, I don't know. They're good. They're not amazing looking at it. Like, they actually have some 79s on the team. Unless they have, like, Carey Price in net. Tuukka Rask in net. Okay. Same like, backup as us. So, I don't know. Maybe we needed, like, we should have taken Jamie Benn, get that all-star winger. 286s. We had 86, 87. I guess Stroman and Braun are slightly better. Oh, and then Bomey. Okay, that's their top 6. They had a very, very good top 6. So maybe that's the way to go. And they just kind of fill out the forwards with whoever after that. But there you go, guys. First fantasy draft challenge by NHL 19. Very good regular season, unfortunately. Kind of what always happens. New Year, same old thing. Playoff sim just did not go our way. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a thumbs up. Like I was saying before, stay tuned for like the regular franchise videos, both Cup or Bust plus a series. I haven't decided what team I'm going to be yet, but obviously that'll be coming out soon. So make sure if you aren't subscribed yet, you do that. You're not going to miss it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.